just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The lone back's got it. On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Scarlet Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Oh my, he just shanked that one. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Raymond. Hands And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Raymond. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Weber. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Now adjusting. And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Movement on the offensive line, that's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Now improvising. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Got his man on the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois. People wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. I'm really curious to see if Luke Altmaier can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the air on first down. He'll get rid of it. Finds his man. It's Strong. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. To the 15. Headed to the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Scarlet Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
He's got the tight end. And that one did not work.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. From the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rutgers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got a man. It's Arkin. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Balls and fired complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. He's got his man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Unloads to the wide out. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking deep. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, finding a line. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Sheffield. Still running at the 40. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The sure hands, it's Duff. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Campbell. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Just keeps slinging it. Finds his tight end. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes the grab outside. It's strong. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down so I get another set of downs so we can keep this drive alive.
Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And that one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Sends it downfield. He's got it on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Illinois lining up quickly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Illini.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup with these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. No fall off from the noise or intensity from this crowd as we start the fourth quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Illinois. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up 14 over Boise State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Looking deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Campbell. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Raymond. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now it's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Here's the pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Raymond. Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, we've seen it in this game, even though his team is losing, this guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long. He comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to keep continuing to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let him down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And the Scarlet Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. What a gutsy call. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Arkin. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.